Morning, friends. It is very early in the morning here in Thailand. It's 5 o'clock in the morning, and the sun is just starting to rise. It's very quiet and very loud, as you can probably hear from the sounds of the insects and all the life around. So this morning, I wanted to share with you a few ideas on maintaining high energy for life and what are the practices that can help to get there and to stay there consistently. And so, since tomorrow I'm going to be back to Europe and probably back to a slightly faster pace of life than here, I also want to remember, some of the things that I've tested out, I tried here, and I've worked with those practices before as well. But just to also have a reminder of what are those things that really support my energy levels and make me feel more alive, more connected through the day. I realized that it's very important for me to really give time and space in the day to work on my energy, to work on how I feel, because this really informs the way I show up in the world, the way I show up for myself, the way I show up for my partner, the way I show up for my clients on coaching calls. So it is really essential, and I know that I can supplement energy with caffeine if I don't have enough, but I also know that this is not sustainable and that eventually this will deplete me of energy. And now it's been 2 months since I've been off caffeine, and since I started experimenting with this winter, and it's incredible how much energy I'm feeling right now. And I'm sure some of it has to do with the fact that I'm on a tropical island. I have all this nature around me. I have the warmth. But I also know that I can be in a place like this and also feel sluggish and low on energy and motivation. That happened before. Now I'm waking up 5, 6 o'clock in the morning. I'm doing my morning practice. I get to enjoy my day, but also I end up getting a lot done through the day, although I work less than usual. So I just want to list everything that I'm doing these days, and you can pick and choose what are the things that could fit into your lifestyle or you would be curious to try. And I'd love to hear what are those things that you want to put to test. So to begin with, when I just got here in December, as I said, I was feeling very sluggish, and there wasn't really a way for me to do lots of exercise and support my energy that way. So I had to start with a reset. So I decided on the 1st of December I'm going to stop drinking coffee, and I'm going to eat really healthy for 10 days. I did a 10-day detox in the beginning. So I cut out the caffeine, and I was just eating plain foods, just made it at home, salads, and lots of fruit and salad basically. And I tried as much as I could to stick to this kind of meal plan. And although it's super hard, especially in the first week when the energy is so low and the mood is so bad, you don't really feel like doing very much. So I do believe that it is best done when on a holiday or when in a space where you can allow yourself to be quiet and you don't have a lot of things on the go at work, for example, as well. So once I've done the detox, it was easier for me to go back to eating healthier foods. It was sort of like retraining my taste buds. And now healthier food like salads, like fruit bowls, granola bowls in the morning, they just started to taste really satisfying, really full of flavor. But if you do this kind of detox and you cut back on eating unhealthy foods, then it's much easier to start getting drawn to healthier foods. Having a meditation practice has been very helpful for me. It is, it does make you feel sleepy and drowsy when you're just starting to practice, and it could be a sign that you do actually need more sleep. But as I continued with the regular practice, and I now do a longer practice in the morning and a shorter one in the evening, it's a complete mental rest. And this is something that I find that gives me, out of everything I do, gives me the most energy for the day. And not just energy, but also a deeper sense of peace and connection with the whole life, and reminding of this space and the place of unity, of creation, of people that I sometimes remember as I go through my day. And it is just really something that really supports my day throughout, and something that I love to go back to and I love remembering. And I'm so grateful for having this practice. I don't think it has to be a specific type of practice if you want to pick one. It just has to be something that works for you and something that you do regularly. Something that goes hand in hand with meditation oftentimes is breathing, remembering to breathe. Because my meditation practice is focused on the breath, I'm noticing that I'm now remembering as I go through my day to check in if I'm breathing, and if so, how am I breathing? Is it very shallow, or is it deep and calm and long? And I look to quieten, deepen, and elongating my breaths if I notice that I'm either not breathing or I'm breathing very shallow or very forceful. And it's always nice to come back to the breathing because it really reconnects you with your body and with the surrounding very quickly. Another thing that helped me enormously, and that didn't come easy, that came with having to remove a lot of attachments with how busy I think I need to be. It is the practice of doing less and practically scheduling less in my calendar. So every morning after the meditation practice, I'd look at my calendar and I'd figure out what are the things that are most important and the minimum of the things that I need to get done through the day, rather than putting everything that's on my to-do list into the calendar. And then I feel like I can't breathe through my day. I can't be mindful. I don't feel as connected to my tasks. So I make mistakes and sometimes have to redo things, which wastes more of my energy. So the practice of doing less has actually helped me to achieve more, which really taught me the power of focusing on one task at a time. And I really, really, really want to make sure that when I'm in Europe and doing all these things and involved in all these projects that I'm working on right now, that I do remember just to come back and cut out everything that is not essential and just focusing on what's truly is important for career, life fulfillment, for being more connected with people in my life and being more connected to life. And being okay to let go of things, commitments, tasks that I don't have time to do mindfully in my day, to do with attention. And it is something that is super difficult for me to let go of, even though I have a simpler lifestyle, I would think to many, especially people who work in large companies and have families, have kids. But I know that everyone can practice this to an extent. So what I've been looking to do is, first of all, only scheduling the things into my calendar that I can do today with attention. And secondly, being okay with not being 100% in some area of my life. Because I find I have ideas what makes it an excellent coach, what makes it an excellent fiance, what makes it an excellent friend. I try to fit myself into these boxes, and it creates more work for me that I think might not be as necessarily as it actually is. So if you want to see how you can use this practice in your life, imagine that you can give yourself a permission to be 90% or even 80% as good of a mother, partner, employee, manager as the standard you normally measure yourself to. So try it out just for this week. Just be 80 or 90% as good as you want to be in that space. And notice the little pockets of time and energy free up in your day that actually fuel you to show up at your best in those spaces. So this is really, I think, the practice that is most directly is affecting how I feel through the day. So do less and be more in whichever small ways that you can figure it out in your day, in your schedule, but make a commitment to giving it a try this week. And lastly, there is one practice that I have been working with for years, and I know that it always helps to create more happiness in my life through experiencing more feelings of gratitude for what I have rather than for what I want. And it is the practice of gratitude, which I do daily with my partner. At the end of the day, we sit down and tell each other at least three things, major or like really small things, like a meal, a really nice breakfast that we had together. So we share with each other at least three things we're grateful for in our day, and the three things that we acknowledge ourselves for today. So it really helps to bring attention to the things that's gone well, and I think it gives me more confidence and brings my attention to the things that I am already doing well. I'd love to hear what you think and what are the other practices that you use that really help you to support and maintain your energy levels naturally and helping you to feel more fulfilled, more connected through your day. So the sun's come up. So I think it's time to give you a quick summary before I shoot off for my morning meditation practice. Um, Things you can do to increase your energy naturally throughout your day. One, do a detox, some kind of a reset, however small or major it is, whether it is cutting back on caffeine or eating healthier in your day. Meditation practice, find out something that works for you. Start small with small steps, with short practices. Headspace, for example, is an app everyone is really loving. Any video you can find on YouTube and you connect with. I'm going to post my own meditation practice here at some point as well, so you can come back to check that out. Having 2 healthy meals at home in a day, and making sure that they're simple and quick ones, like some kind of salads that are just quickly to chop up, so it doesn't take away much from your day. Exercising daily, of course. So after my meditation practice, I also do every day I do a yoga practice, and that of course supports and gives me more energy for the day. Um, Doing less and being more, which means giving up attachment to needing to be 100% good in each area of your life. Single tasking, so scheduling less things in your day, but really focusing on that one thing at a time. Breathing, noticing how you breathe through your day. And when you do stop and notice, see if you can elongate and deepen your breath. And practicing gratitude and acknowledging yourself for the day at the end of the day. So I hope you enjoyed your video and you picked up on a few things that you may want to try out. Let me know which ones, if you do, and what are the effects that you notice. If you have any more questions, comments, you can leave them here, or you can send me a message directly to Katrin@evolvequest.coach. And subscribe to my YouTube channel. You can hit the bell button below so you can hear about the new videos as they come out. And I'll see you next time.